to infinity and beyond. Welcome to the Multi-Nerds Podcast, a multi-ethnic, multi-generational, multi-layered conversation where a bunch of multi-hyphenates provide rankings, hot takes, and discussion on a multitude of subjects across the multiverse of fandoms. Multi-Nerds, assemble! Well, welcome back to another episode of the Multi-Nerds Podcast. My name is Robert Rivera, and I'm joined again by my co-hosts.
Joshua Suh.
Yes, you are.
I'm Raychel McKelvey.
And yes, you are. And today's podcast is going to infinity and beyond, as was teased in the beginning, as we venture into the universe of Pixar animation. Oh, wait. Okay. Do you have a question or an icebreaker you'd like to ask, Robert? Oh, okay.
I thought you were gonna read this ahead of time so that I could.
That needs to go in parentheses. Anyway, Josh, Raychel, what is the very first Pixar movie you ever remember seeing in your life?
Easy, where it all started. Toy Story.
That was your first?
Toy
theaters.
Story has to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Me as well. Although for some reason A Bug's Life it gets stuck in my brain, and sometimes I get that confused as being the first movie, but it's not. You're right. Toy Story, and that is the first one I too saw. Great talk.
I love it.
Now, I do remember watching Toy Story as a kid, and then even playing the computer game. That was always fun.
Oh.
Computer
The
game.
CD-ROMs.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember that.
Wow, you are really irrelevant.
That's crazy.
Apparently. And watching it on VHS.
Yep.
I don't even know what that is.
Did you have a separate rewinding machine?
No.
Or did you have to also rewind your movies on the VHS?
On the VHS. What do you guys? Do you guys grow up rich? What do you guys have? Butlers?
No, that's what I was gonna say. All the rich kids had like this separate.
Nah.
Josh had one. Look at his face.
I had one.
Wow.
So we did it. It was on the VCR first, where you had to hit rewind, and then you watch the movie in reverse, and then we got
No, that's not how rewind
the
worked.
separate VCR rewinder.
You couldn't see the VHS rewinding backwards. It would just like scramble.
Unless you were just watching it and then you hit rewind. I was a kid.
No, it would scramble.
Like
it was a guessing game when you
Yeah,
press.
see, I don't remember seeing it.
When you press rewind, it was a guessing game. When you press play, like, am I at the right place? Fast forward, you could see. I don't think you had a VHS player, bro.
I did have a VHS player. I would go over to my cousin's
he
house,
had a
and
separate-
they had a car one. They had a VCR rewinder that looked like it was in the shape of a car. We had one that was black and with green trimming. So you just put the VHS tape in, close it, hit the button, and it'll rewind for you. It's pretty dope.
We see how the Suh family
to the
was.
front.
Okay.
Wow. What was your butler's
How
name again?
nice. I used to.
My what?
Your butler was it Jeffrey? What was his name?
No, it's Joshua Suh.
The prince. Nice try.
Oh man, I feel like that joke is layered. Sprinkle some truth in there.
There's no joke.
The wilderness
nice.
must
You
be.
could
Huh? So go ahead.
No, go for it. I'm
What
done.
are you gonna
I'm
say?
done.
You could watch. It's not so what. You could watch what?
I was gonna say those that had the rewinding machine meant that you could move on to a second film while rewinding your old movie.
That's true. Or if you want to watch it a second time, you can just hit rewind and then watch it a second time, which we did religiously.
Okay, I had a bootleg version of all three Star Wars movies on one VHS. Now, just I mean, imagine if I'm at the Return of the Jedi and it's like, you know what? Let me actually start from the beginning. I would have to like stop it because it was slower rewinding if you just kind of rewinded in the thing. So I would stop it, press rewind, and then I would just go do stuff. I would come back and it's like, oh, it's still going. It would take a few minutes to rewind.
Yeah.
There was no menu screen. Okay, there was no select a chapter. I lived in a prehistoric time. And
I don't even know if some of our
analog.
I don't know if some of our
The internet was
listeners
created
know what
in the
the select a chapter is.
The internet was created in 1996 or something like that, or it was accessible to people in 1996. Like, are you guys? You guys? When were you guys born?
89.
Oh,
93.
okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You proved me wrong.
I cannot.
This
All right,
guy
Josh,
keeps-
go for it.
He keeps just feeding into his generation.
My generation,
The
by the way,
wilderness. Oh
you
my
know what?
gosh,
Time
every
out, time out. My generation is Disney can't even leave my generation. They just continue to remake and extend all of my generation's stories. So chill out for a second. All right, go ahead.
Your they're in the middle of making Camp Rock 3. Disney has been
This
doing
is
this for
you just
years.
broke
Camp Rock
you
3
just
is-
broke news, Rachel. I'm talking about stuff that people know
I
about.
didn't.
I'm talking about stuff people know about. What the heck is Camp Rock?
That's what I'm saying. Camp Rock is the generation below me, and they're still doing remakes because that's just what Disney does now.
Which
Like,
is ridiculous. They need to stop that. They need to go back to making originals.
they do, but my love for the Jonas Brothers makes me happy that there's a third Camp Rock.
Did Disney ever even make originals? I mean, they just stole old fairy tales.
They did.
Really? Cinderella is Disney original? Snow White, Disney original? The Little Mermaid, Disney original?
No, we're talking
Beauty and the
Disney
Beast?
Channel. Disney Channel original movies.
Disney Channel original movies, like Rachel said. Let's watch a Disney Channel movie. Come on, man.
I don't know what that is.
With the jumping in the air and the
Yes.
film thing.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
Anyways.
The wilderness must be explored. And while we aren't trying to add more badges like Russell from Up, we are trying to gain bragging rights to see who is the king or queen of trivia. Feel free to join along and see if your Pixar knowledge is as vivid as Remy's knowledge of recipes, or if your love for Pixar has made its way to the memory dump. So I got 5 questions here for us
A
to
lot of references in that.
answer. A lot of references. All right, so I'll go ahead and read the grading scale. So the grading scale is based on the first released Pixar film, Toy Story. So if you get 5 right, you are Woody. If you get 4,
There's a snake in my boot.
Buzz.
To
3
infinity.
is Bo Peep.
I lost my sheep.
2 is Ham.
Yeah,
1, Mr. Potato Head.
Hey, where's my lips?
And then if you get 0 right, you are Sid.
Why?
Misunderstood guy, by the way.
Right.
Go ahead.
Question number 1. In the movie Toy Story, who is Buzz Lightyear's arch nemesis? Question number 2. What is the name of the daycare center in Toy Story 3? Question number 3. In Finding Dory, what is the name of the Marine Institute where Dory and her friends end up? Okay, question number 4. In Monsters University, what is the name of the fraternity that Mike and Sully join? All right, last question. What is the name of Marlin the clownfish's wife in Finding Nemo? Question number 1. In the movie Toy Story, who is Buzz Lightyear's arch nemesis? Rachel.
I just want to say to all the Pixar fans out there, I am really sorry. Really sorry. I said Lexathor because I don't even know. I just made a name up.
Lex Luthor is a person. Was for Superman.
I combined Lex Luthor and then Lexapro, and I figured it,
LexCorp. I said Zorg. I made that up though.
You were close. It's the evil Emperor Zurg.
Darn it! I knew I was getting close. I wrote Zorg.
I thought that was like a that's a
I did say
easy
Zurg.
one. It must
said
have been the
Zorb.
connection.
Yeah.
It must have been
What
the
did you
connection
hear?
where
Zorb.
No, I wrote a U.
I think I heard Zurg too.
I said Zurg. It was, yeah. My accent's thick.
It's like the arg, like the sound. Zarg.
Zurg. Zurg. It's
Zurg.
I visited Minnesota once, and
It's
this
like-
I can't. Sometimes I pick this up. But, the Zurg,
Zorg.
in my bag.
I cannot.
All right.
Also,
Okay.
I want to say I haven't
Uh-huh.
seen a Toy Story movie in over 10 years. So,
I mean, well, Zurg.
Yeah.
I have not seen a movie with Zurg in it for probably that, but he's only in the first two, right?
really, the first one or the second one, he's mentioned, right?
He's mentioned
He's
in the
mentioned
in the first,
In the first.
and he isn't.
but we see him in the second.
Yeah, he plays catch. He's actually, spoiler alert, he's actually somebody's father. I don't even want to say who though. Well, go ahead.
Question number 2. What is the name of the daycare center in Toy Story 3? Robert?
Happy Bear. Daycare. Daycare.
Dayster.
Happy Bear.
I put Sunnyside Daycare. Happy Bear. Rachel?
To be funny, I said not your mom's daycare, but
That's it.
then my answer is Sunshine Daycare.
The answer is Sunnyside Daycare.
Cool.
The silence.
Definitely.
Next question. I want to move on from this.
Question number 3. In Finding Dory, what is the name of the Marine Institute where Dory and her friends end up? I guessed and put Sydney Aquarium.
Pass.
I said New Zealand Marine Biology Aquarium because I couldn't remember if they stayed in Australia or not.
Robert?
Pass.
The answer is Marine Life Institute.
Well,
Marine Life Institute.
Wallaby Way. That should have been the question. I was like, what is the address?
I almost put that in the script as like a reference, but I was like, it might be a trivia question, so I didn't want to give us all the answer.
240.
I thought we might have done that in the past, so that's why I skipped something like that.
We haven't talked Pixar, I don't think, right?
Well, question number 4. In
Lieutenant.
In Monsters University, what is the name of the fraternity that Mike and Sully join? Robert?
Mu Upsilon.
Mu Upsilon? I skipped that one.
I said Monster Beta Pi.
It's creative. I like it. The answer is Uzma Kappa. Question number 5. What is the name of the clownfish? What is the name of the wife of Marlin the clownfish in Finding Nemo? Rachel, you have an idea?
I said Martha. I have no idea. I just wrote things down.
Why did you say that name? Why did you say that name? I put Pennywise. No, I put Helen.
I left that one blank as well. And the correct answer is Coral.
Coral. You guys
Okay.
watch Walking Dead? No. Okay.
Let's tally up the scores.
There's no tallying.
Oh, look. Won't take me long to add.
Call me Sid. Actually, I think Sid is very creative, so I'm gonna go with him anyway.
I got 2 correct, so I'm ham.
Yeah, you picked the question, so I'm not surprised.
I thought you guys would know at least the Toy Story ones.
Nah, it's okay. It's on me. I'm just disfiguring toys and putting bottle rockets on them. It's fine. Robert, you said 2, you said?
I'm Sid, the science kid.
Nice.
Hey,
cool. This was the absolute worst. I cannot believe a whole 0. Not one? Josh, you could have given us one easy one.
I thought that Zerk was.
Bro, not one multiple choice. It was all fill in the blank.
That was rough.
I blame it on the site where I got the quizzes.
Oh, okay. It made you. Okay.
Yep.
Multi-nerds, where's my super suit?
What?
My super suit.
Oh, I put it away.
That's not the line.
I don't remember.
No,
You're supposed to say where.
Why do you need to know?
Why do you need to know? I need it.
The world is in danger. My evening is in danger. It's for the greater good.
Greater good. I'm your wife.
I am your wife. I'm the greatest good.
I should have just let y'all do the quote. This is wild.
Maybe that should have been the quiz answer. The quiz question.
I still would have got it wrong.
You tell me where my suit is, woman. We're about to. What is it? We're talking about the greater good. All right. Rachel?
Greater good. I am your wife. I'm the greatest good that you're
ever gonna get. That is a brilliant line, not gonna lie.
Oh.
Brilliant line.
So good.
Oh, man. Well, despite the outcome of our trivia, we are actually really excited to talk about today's episode, which is Pixar animated films. We've been talking about this for a while, and we are looking to see which Pixar movie is going to soar to the top of our Pixar bracket. And we do know that even if they aren't soaring, they are falling with style. So this is the way that it is going to work. We have selected the top 16 highest grossing Pixar movies, and we've placed them in like your standard bracket, with the highest grossing movie being in the number 1 seed spot and going down from there. We are going to discuss each movie kind of in a head-to-head style until we come out with the ultimate Pixar film, at least of 2025. And when the next movie gets released, we'll see after that. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to work on each side of the bracket. So up first, we are discussing the movie that was the highest grossing Pixar film to date. In the number 1 seed, we are talking about Inside Out 2, and it is going head to head with the movie WALL-E. Robert, of the two, which do you believe should advance to the next round?
Well, let me just give you a little teaser. I did I already filled out my entire bracket, and if it went my way, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 upsets out of the 15 head-to-heads that are going to happen today. That's just a little bit of a teaser. But actually, I'm going to bring that down because I'm actually going to go. Oh no, I'm going to add one to that. I'm going to go with WALL-E. WALL-E. And I had originally leaned toward Inside Out 2, because I think WALL-E's kind of boring, but it is also very artistic, and they took some risks. It's got a lot to say. The little robotic romantic thing going on there is kind of cute, and I am disturbed that roaches, and there's nothing that will ever get rid of them in this world, but but yeah, a lot of commentary for mankind as well.
Nice.
So WALL-E.
All right, Josh.
I was shocked that Robert had picked WALL-E over Inside Out 2. But I think considering when the movie was released, I don't think WALL-E would have had the same kind of success it did had it been released around the same time of Inside Out. A lot of that, I think, is because of people's increased awareness with mental health and emotional and mental health. So I think, I think a lot of Inside Out success, Inside Out 2 success, is kind of building off of that. But I think considering the plot and the story, there's not much. It's not a lot of dialogue in WALL-E. So to see the kind of success that it had and how people really enjoyed the movie, that kind of swayed my opinion. So I think I'm gonna go with Robert on this one. I'm gonna pick WALL-E over Inside Out 2.
Let's also be clear about the success. It is number 16. It's like half.
Yeah.
Like, considering there were a lot
Out of what, 29 films?
Yeah, it's in an okay spot, but it's not like, I don't know if it exactly killed it.
Mm-hmm.
And it grossed higher than maybe the original. Did it gross higher than the original Toy Story? That's not on here, right? Yeah. And Bugs Life, but I don't know. I have to look at ticket prices, inflation, and all that. I didn't look at any of that. But anyway, yeah.
All good.
Rachel,
Nice.
your point, your vote doesn't count. But what were you gonna say?
Yeah.
Why? Why doesn't it count, Robert?
We outvoted.
Wow, it doesn't matter because it's 2 against 3, which is funny because I was gonna go with WALL-E anyways, simply for the fact that it is the only one I've seen out of these two. So
Boo.
I know I am behind the curve, but I've heard great things about Inside Out too. I plan to see it at some point, but I didn't expect to like WALL-E. I think I put it on as like a background movie just to say I had seen it, but I ended up really being into it, and then I was very shocked at the end with the humans showing up, and then like you said, the kind of the commentary that the movie provided. So we can call this a unanimous decision for WALL-E. Moving on.
Inside Out
to the
2.
next round.
Inside Out 2 is good, and that is I actually had that originally, and then I switched it, but.
Nice. All right. Our next round, we are going to go with the number 12 versus the number 5 seed movie. And we are looking at Ratatouille versus Finding Dory. Ratatouille versus Finding Dory. Josh, which one are you picking to move to the next round?
Ooh. I think I'm going to go... I love food. I'm a huge foodie, and so the way that I appreciate the nuances in food. The different like creativity. You can draw out different flavor profiles, all that stuff. I just love to eat. So Ratatouille really speaks to my heart in that way. But Finding Dory was quite an adventure. It is part of, I don't think it started, but it was within kind of the that surge of like sequels of movies, right? I don't remember the exact like distance and time between Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. But I know it was like alluded to and it dropped for a while and then it was released. But there's one scene in Ratatouille that keeps, that resonates so deeply with me, is the scene when Anton eats Ratatouille and has a flashback to his childhood. I had a legitimate moment of that when I was eating pho up in Minnesota with some good friends of mine. I was taken aback to the pho restaurant that I grew up going to in San Diego, California, when I took a sip of the broth. So for that reason, I'm going to pick Ratatouille.
All right, Robert.
Is Ratatouille the one with the raccoon is underneath the hat of the cook and kind of like pulling the strings? I'm sorry, that's Raccacoonie. Sorry. Ratatouille is the one about the rat. That's right. Finding Dory was okay, but like Dory is only good as a side character. I don't want Dory as the main character. It's just too much Dory. She's funnier when she is with Marlin. Anyway, I am gonna go also Ratatouille. My reference, by the way, Everything
Nice.
Everywhere All at Once. You guys have never seen it?
Oh, I did, but that movie was so much. I
Raccacoonie.
don't remember.
Okay.
All
right.
Nope.
How about you?
The reference is lost on me. We're gonna be a hive mind again because I also am going with Ratatouille.
Ooh.
I've seen both of these movies exactly once each, and I have certain scenes that I still remember from Ratatouille. Whereas, at least for me, people might hate me, Finding Dory was fairly forgettable, and so, yeah, there's not a lot I remember.
Clever.
I was really grossed out by the idea of rats cooking in a kitchen. Just like, I was like, you could have picked any other animal, but I know that was the whole point. Rat discrimination, whatever. But I just, yeah.
Anyone can cook, Rachel. Anyone can cook.
Untrue. Untrue. By the way, Rachel, that was really
But
clever.
you can't eat at everybody's house.
Finding Dory was forgettable.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
Cool. All right. Next, we're going with the number 9 and the number 8 seed, Monsters U versus Coco. Robert, we already know what you're going to say, but go for it.
I mean, Monsters U is a thing of beauty. Monsters U for me. I'm kidding.
Cool.
I'm kidding. It's 100% Coco. Are you kidding me? The Day of the Dead. Not to mention, Miguel's last name is what?
Rivera.
I'm going Coco. I have much to say about that, but I'm just gonna keep it chill right here, and just tell you, I adore that movie. Coco.
Love it. Joshua.
Yep, I'm picking Coco over Monsters U. It was a little too easy, I think.
Yes, and I three am going with Coco over Monsters U.
What's happening here?
Listen, I think we all solidified after bombing that quiz.
I was just gonna make that comment too.
Our brains have solidified. We have become the hive mind. All it took was us failing. Awesome. All right. Moving on to the number 4 and the number 13 seed, Toy Story 3 versus Cars 2. Joshua, which one are you picking?
Toy Story 3 over Cars 2.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm not going
Robert?
to say much more.
I'm going to go against my son on this. I showed my son this bracket and asked him what he would pick. And he was like, oh, yeah, Cars 2 is fire. I'm sorry, Cars 2 is not fire. Cars 2 was a dumpster fire. It starts off with like a spy thriller. I thought they were watching some show. Then I'm like, what the heck? No, it just got too crazy. Toy Story 3 is awesome. What a way to end the franchise. Oh, they kept going after. But it should have been the emotional end that we all wanted and needed. Mm-hmm. Toy Story 3. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where they're all holding hands on the way to the fire. Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, at least for this round of the bracket, we are all a hive mind because I am going with Toy Story 3.
I promise you that's going to get messed up.
I didn't love the first Cars.
Yeah. Oh, no, go ahead.
Yeah. I was going to say, I didn't love the first Cars movie, so I wasn't motivated to watch the second one. And
what?
Yeah. I know. I'm in the minority, I feel like, with that, but yeah.
Okay.
It didn't rev my engine, so I just decided not to watch it again. That was terrible. Okay. All right. Moving on.
Really totaled that joke.
Wow.
Let's pump the brakes before we get out of hand. All right. Moving over.
Stop.
To the other side of the bracket here. It
Just
is
guessing you out now, huh?
Oh, goodness. I was going to try and make an exhaust joke,
I think Rachel, by the way, this side of the bracket is where our hive mind is going to break.
Yeah, I already know it. I already feel it. We're going to go with the number 2 seed versus the number 15 seed. Incredibles 2 versus Monsters, Inc. Robert, which one are you picking?
I know Incredibles 2 was long awaited and it delivered in some fun ways. The screenslaver, was that the villain? And we kind of reversed it where Mr. Incredible is stay-at-home dad and Elastigirl is kind of the main star. So there's a lot to like about it, but Monsters Inc. is kind of classic to me. And the story kind of flipping the idea of fear to laughter and tapping into that. And just basically an organization that has forever monetized this negative energy, then learned how to monetize positive energy. I don't know why I'm saying all that. But Mike Wazowski. There's also a monster with the last name Rivera as well, if you look close to the leaderboards in that movie. It's another shout out.
Oh.
All the Riveras. I'm here for it. So Monsters, Inc. is your pick?
Monsters, Inc.
I'm going to agree with Robert on this one. I'm also taking Monsters, Inc. over Incredible 2.
I'm surprised.
Man, Monsters, Inc., that opening soundtrack is so good. It's such... I was watching on my YouTube algorithm is musicians like breaking down like songs, and there are a ton of like jazz piano players who really appreciate the complexity of Monsters, Inc. Yeah,
that's when it's like dun 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 dun, like as they're going in and out of the doors, right? It's a very
no, it's
you're trying like the intro.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Nice.
Randy Newman.
Yes.
Randy Newman.
I love it. Robert, we might prove you wrong because I also was going to go with Monsters, Inc. I think this one was a hard round because I actually really did enjoy Incredibles 2.
Yeah.
But Monsters Inc. was the first Pixar movie that made me cry when I watched it. I do remember that, just the way, like, them saying goodbye to Boo. Something about it it got me. And yeah, I love the idea of taking negative and finding a way, finding that through laughter, they were able to harness more power. And I think that's even a word for everyday life, right? That much more, you can gain so much more and often have more power, for lack of a better term, by leading with love than leading with fear or leading with hate. And so it's a great message that we probably could pass along to some government leaders at the moment.
I feel convicted. I feel like we need to make our podcast a little bit more joyful as well.
Yes.
I'm talking to you, Josh.
Amazing. Okay, now moving on to the number 11 seed versus the number 6 seed, The Incredibles versus Finding Nemo. Josh, which one you picking?
Ooh, the introduction to the Carr family, and Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl kind of reliving the glory days, trying to find meaning in everyday life. Introduction to this family of superheroes, how they're going to come together, was really cool. But I'm going to give it to Finding Nemo.
What?
Finding Nemo. There was something about Marlin's journey, trying to rescue his son, but also, Nemo really learning to come to his own and be reunited. Finding Nemo. Just keep swimming, man. Just keep swimming.
I'm losing my mind right now. I thought that you come from that generation that Incredibles is like the greatest Pixar movie that ever existed. I too am going Finding Nemo. Also, what I like about it is it explores the sea. I'm really fascinated by the sea, so I love the idea of going underwater. And it's just a story about a father who is desperate to find his son, who has a disability, but then by the end understands like his disability doesn't hold him back from excelling, or it doesn't have to frame his identity. And so lots of lessons learned. Dory was amazing in this movie, and and who doesn't love what's his name? I was gonna say Scar. The fish with the scar on his face.
Yeah.
That guy.
What was his name?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Merle? No, that's the dad.
Yeah. Somebody's yelling at us right now
I know. Sorry.
In their car.
I hear them. I can hear them.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I can't hear them. I hear them yelling. I can't hear what they're saying. So.
Yeah. Yes, I am going with Finding Nemo, even though this was a very hard decision. I was showing this bracket to one of the friends I made in language school at dinner tonight, and she was like, "Oh, it's obvious. Finding Nemo is the greatest movie to ever exist," and which I thought was funny because I was like, "Oh, I really do love The Incredibles," but I don't know if it's just because growing up, my siblings love Finding Nemo, and so I felt like that movie was always on repeat, that I've just seen it so many times. I love Crush. I love the journey of Merlin. And then I'll never forget, when I lived in LA, I was into these screenwriting podcasts, and this one guy did a breakdown using Finding Nemo on the important and the key parts of good storytelling. And it made me love Finding Nemo even more, because he was really breaking down, like, you want your character to be challenged with something, and then the moment they venture out to try something new, it all like doesn't work. And so for Marlon. I called him Merlin earlier. For Marlon, when he is like, the world is dangerous, we shouldn't go. He finally starts to venture out. He meets the sharks, right? He thinks he's being proven wrong, that, oh, maybe the sea is not as scary as I think. And then that Dory gets a nosebleed and it sets the sharks off. And so it kind of reinforces that idea. And so he's just talking about like how that actually helps your characters and your heroes grow. And I was just like, this is brilliant. Amazing. Anyways, I digress. Finding Nemo it is. Okay.
Nice.
Moving on.
So the character, the name of the fish is Gil.
Gil. Yep.
And Gil is voiced by Willem Dafoe.
Of course he is.
Ah.
Makes sense now.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. All right. Our next is the number 10 seed versus the number 7 seed. Up versus Inside Out. Who went? Joshua? I think you're up now.
This one's tough. I'm not gonna lie. And I also admit that I watched Inside Out for the first time yesterday. Anyways, whatever. Again, I think just kind of where we're at now with an increased awareness of mental emotional health, I think Inside Out was such a beautifully well done kind of movie to help articulate and understand the place of emotions and feelings. And Up, this is such a fun story of Carl and adventure. A bitter man, learning to heal from his past. This is gonna be tough. This is a tough one, but I'm gonna have to go with Inside Out on this one.
All right.
I think we might break the hive mind here.
Robert.
Josh, the beginning of Up is the single greatest opening for any Pixar movie ever.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all.
The old man's name is Carl, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember if that was the Boy Scout or not.
Carl and B.
Okay.
No, Russell is the Boy Scout.
Yeah. That opening takes you on an emotional roller coaster from their young budding love, and then they grow old, and he loses her at the very end of that opening montage. And I didn't know a cartoon could do that to me. And it really took me into crazy ways. I also do quote that dog quite a bit. Forget the dog's name.
Squirrel?
Squirrel. That is how my mind works.
Doug
the dog. Dog. But in my opinion, once that opening montage is over, Up is kind of meh to me. I don't think anything is that great of a movie. Unless you subscribe to the fan theory that he also died and that Russell is his guardian angel ushering him into the afterlife. Then it becomes a little interesting.
Oh.
But if it's just face value, which is the theories makes sense, because are we to believe that balloons could lift a house and take it away? Anyway, but Inside Out is so brilliant, so great, so groundbreaking. The voice, the ensemble cast. You have a little Parks and Recreation, a little Office, and others, and putting them together and going through the mind of this young girl. And this, I did like Inside Out 2 for this reason, that they upped the game. I just thought they pumped the brakes on Inside Out 2. They could have gone a little bit further with a teenager and her hormones, and they kind of paused it, I think, just to make it more accessible for everybody. But I'm gonna go with Inside Out on this one. I think Inside Out is just too good, even though it loses me a little bit when they go deep into like the core memory thing and that weird elephant guy. I am just waiting for him to fall into that pit. I'm like, just go away already. I don't like him. I think he's dumb.
Wow.
So
where's your childhood?
People are crying, and I'm like, can we move on already and get back to the girl?
Just go.
I want the girl. And anyway.
Yeah. Nice. I'll be honest, I was really on the fence with this one. And so I was kind of curious what you guys would say. And I was going to a little bit let it sway me because I do agree that Up has like the greatest opening. And I think that carries so much of the movie even after, because that's the motivation. I'm also a big fan of buddy films, and I love the age gap, right? Like this old bitter man and this very young, full of life boy, and them having to go on this adventure. So I feel like the beginning of that movie always moved me, but then Inside Out, the end of that movie always moved me. Specifically when Joy realizes the importance and the need for sadness, and like and I think even for me personally, it's like I felt like I always tried to live so much of my life of like everything is good and everything is great and like just be happy and just be joyful all the time, and then to kind of see that it is important to embrace all of the emotions and the sadness of that, and how it can bring about something new and something beautiful. I just remember that it kind of like triggered something in my brain that I had also been like talking with my counselor about, of just sitting in the hard emotions and it being okay. But there was something about seeing that on screen that I enjoyed. Ugh. So I'll keep the hive mind. I'll go with Inside Out. They're all so good. Okay. But yeah, I'll stick with Inside Out. Love it. Okay. Moving on, our number 3 seed versus our number 14 seed, Toy Story 4 versus Brave. Robert, what you got?
I'm really curious as to where you guys go with this. Despite my great love for Scotland and the lore that Brave brings with Merida and the bear, which is a fine film, I guess. I also think Toy Story 4 is also a fine film. With this existential spork or whatever he is. No, he's like he's a craft, right? And he becomes a toy. His name is Sporky, right? And
Sporky.
Yeah. I think it brings up some very interesting questions, like kind of like Frankenstein. Like, is Frankenstein a real person? Or just a creation? Like, all those types of things are interesting. And I think that's just interesting enough. Like I told you, Toy Story 3 should have been the ending, but Toy Story 4 is just interesting enough for me for it to edge out Brave.
Nice. Josh.
Yep, I'm taking Toy Story 4 on this one as well. It's a beautiful story, Brave is, of mother-daughter, mending the relationship there, but give it to Sporky.
Nice. I will break the hive mind, mostly just because I haven't seen Toy Story 4. And so I was like, I don't know. I remember Brave was good, but it was also forgettable for me. My favorite thing about it was the voice actor was in this super random, not well-known rom-com that I love about like this woman living in the Upper Hebrides in Scotland. Her favorite author comes and they accidentally get married, and it's with oh my gosh, the guy who played Doctor Who and Barty Crouch Jr.
Yeah. David
Tennant.
He's great.
Yeah.
He is great.
Yeah. So it's a super cute, super fun rom-com, but I watched that and then Brave came out not long after. So that's why I liked it. But it's fine. I got outvoted. So Toy Story 4 is moving
It's upsetting.
on.
That is upsetting.
Oh, good. All right. Going back to the other side of the bracket, it is now our number 16 seed versus our number 8 seed, Wall-E versus Coco. Josh, what you picking?
I'm gonna give it to Coco.
Nice.
Gotta give it to Coco. The music, the animation does a beautiful job of capturing the vibrant colors and details of Dia de los Muertos and the Mexican heritage. It was well done. Very, very well done.
Nice. Robert?
Yeah, I think Coco also captured a lot of the details of just finger work on guitar, and so he's playing actual chords. It was very cool, and that actually came out just around the time that my grandfather's health was failing, and he in some ways reminded me of Mama Coco, and so there's an emotional connection for me that I can't remove, and then at the very ending, there's that very not subtle, but it's like the reveal. It isn't dramatic, but it hits hard when they're giving the offering or whatever they're doing at the ending to honor Mama Coco. Coco.
Nice. Great. I am going with Coco. Wally's a beautiful film, but I love the vibrant visuals of Coco. So sweet.
It's also a story about redemption.
All right.
Redeeming the right, redeeming people who are wronged. Anyway, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, so our number 4 seed versus our number 12 seed, Toy Story 3 versus Ratatouille. Robert, which one are you picking?
I'm gonna go Toy Story 3. The ending, it was just kind of one of those those Pixar movies that really stirred great emotion within me. I'm gonna go with that.
Nice. Josh?
Yeah, I'm gonna choose Toy Story 3 as well. Yeah, that's like I think the Toy Story franchise should have ended there.
Yeah.
So similar, Robert has that connection to Coco. This was around the time where I'm getting ready to transition from high school to college. So the toys being handed off as Andy gets ready to go to college. I was like, that resonated.
What toys were you handing
off,
Josh? What was one of those favorite toys you had to part with?
Oh man, I couldn't get rid of my Barney the dinosaur.
In high school, going to college?
My Optimus Prime. No, not my Optimus Prime. I had a Power Rangers, the original Power Rangers. When they had like the
Megazord.
They would get into their cars and they were like animals.
Yeah, Megazord. We know what Power Rangers is. It's a copy of Voltron. But go ahead.
Does it better. And the Beyblades.
Oh wow, Beyblades.
Beyblades. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Crazy.
Okay.
Man. Well, I also am going Toy Story 3.
Woo!
Very similar for reasons Josh had it. I'm a little bit older, but I do remember it felt very much like that closing chapter on your childhood.
Yes.
And just being like, watching it all happen in real time just felt very endearing and nostalgic and all the emotions. And so Pixar timed it perfectly. With
and they should have stopped it there.
Having it come out 10 years after the first one was just a brilliant move. Awesome. All right, moving back over to the other side of the bracket, we have our number 15 versus number 7 seed, Monsters, Inc. versus Inside Out. Josh, what do you got?
For me, this is an upset. Monsters, Inc. over Inside Out.
Cool.
There was a lot of moments of laughter. Definitely the heartfelt moments. You didn't know. I mean, Randall, so cunning. So crafty. But, they were able to get Boo back to her room. And that ending of, after the door gets shredded, the work that Mike did to reassemble everything. And then the light, you didn't know if the light was going to come on. That was well done.
Yeah.
It was.
Roz.
Robert?
Roz.
Oh, Roz,
Roz.
yes.
Mike Wazowski. You forgot to do your paperwork.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Hillsong. I'm going with Monsters Inc. as well.
Wow.
I cannot.
For-
I love it.
Yeah. No explanation.
Yeah. Same. Monsters Inc. for me. I still, when I think of if I'm going to rewatch a Disney Pixar film, it's going to be Monsters Inc. Something about that movie.
Yeah.
I think it was, like I said, first one that really got me. So,
Yeah.
cool. All right. Up next, our number 3 seed versus number 6 seed, Toy Story 4 versus Finding Nemo. Robert, which one are you going with?
I'm going to go with Finding Nemo. Like I said, Toy Story should have ended at 3. Finding Nemo, amazing. It's always going to be amazing. That's it. Finding Nemo.
Yeah. Great. Josh.
Likewise, I'm going to go with Finding Nemo over Toy Story on this one.
Agreed. Finding Nemo.
Man.
No explanation needed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving back over to our other side of the bracket, our number 8 seed versus our number 4 seed, Coco versus Toy Story 3. Robert,
This is the correct
which one are you picking
This is
to
the
advance
correct
to the
matchup.
final?
Yeah, this is the correct matchup.
Yeah.
Like this is
Yeah.
we're getting into the power brackets here. Again, Toy Story 3, very emotional, loved it. Thought it should have ended there. You journeyed with these characters for a long time, and here we are. However, I can't break that emotional connection, so Coco beats Toy Story 3 for me.
Great. Josh.
Yeah, this is a really tough call. Like you said, Robert, this is the matchup that you want. Rachel, you mentioned that it was 10 years since between Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3. And so we're reminded that Woody, the sheriff in him, needs to fix the problems and needs to rescue. But man, just the way that the story in Coco developed, the redemption story, righting wrong, for the sake of preserving family, I'm gonna take Coco over Toy Story 3 on this one. It was so well done.
Wow.
Yes. I'm going to break the hive mind here. I think I'm going Toy Story 3. Just, again, the nostalgia for me, I think I wept walking out of Toy Story 3. Again, simply just because of the way in which it ended, it being, like, I think I was ending or nearing the end of college, and so it really did feel like the chapter of my childhood was ending. And so, yeah, I think if Coco had the emotional tie for you, Robert, I feel like Toy Story 3 had it in a different way for me. And so, but yeah, doesn't matter because we got 2 out of 3.
If the toys were
All right.
if the toys were incinerated and not rescued by the aliens at the very ending, that would have been traumatic in a lot of ways, but that bold move I think might have edged it. But they went the safe way and rescued him at the ending, which is fine. I'm totally cool with that. But
Yeah. All right. Monsters Inc. versus Finding Nemo. Robert, which way you going?
This is tough because obviously we've been talking up Monsters Inc. and Nemo quite a bit here, but again, Nemo kind of captured my imagination, and they both did. This is tough, so I'm just gonna say Nemo has a slight edge over Monsters Inc. So I'm going Nemo.
Great. Josh.
I love everything about Monsters Inc., but that story of reunion in Finding Nemo, the father's love for Nemo.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
How deep the father's love.
can't beat this. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I'm gonna go with Finding Nemo on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I'm breaking it again. I'm going Monsters Inc. I love Finding Nemo. I really do. But I will, like I said, I'm not a big choose an animated movie type of girl, but I will even now go back and rewatch Monsters Inc. as just like a good feel-good movie. So, all right, our final battle.
My brackets have
is
not been
Coco
broken.
versus Finding Nemo. Really, Robert? Your bracket's still intact?
Yeah, so is Josh's.
Wow.
Because I think Josh and I have been hive mind the entire time, haven't we?
We have.
Yeah.
We have.
Wow,
Nice.
this is weird.
All right, Coco versus Finding Nemo. Joshua, where are you going?
This is hard. This is the matchup you want. The Battle of the Titans for the championship. I know where Robert's leaning on this one. I'm not gonna pick it for that sake, but I am gonna go with Coco. Just because when it came out, I don't know. I don't think it was. I think it was part of the initial wave of movies that found box office success that really highlighted the diversity of culture and language, visually, musically, and even incorporating aspects of the language. So to me, that was what captured. That's what captures my vote. Is Coco.
Nice. Robert?
You know, the father's love is such a strong theme, and for that reason, I love Nemo so much, and I could rewatch it 100 million times in a row. I'm going Coco. I already told you why.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, I was really torn. This was another one where I was like, I think if this were Coco versus Monsters Inc., I could kind of stand on my own. But yeah, I think you guys give good reasons why you're going with Coco, so I'll just go with Coco. I'll be in the hive mind for this one, and we'll make it unanimous. Coco across the board.
Coco
As the winner. Incredible.
No, Coco.
Well, that was all that we have for our brackets. That was fun.
Ooh.
So we're eager to see if our listeners will agree, disagree with our picks and takes. But now we want to ask the Across the Multi-Nerds question. So if you could bring any Pixar movie to life and make it so it's an actual real thing that we can live in and experience, which movie would you choose and why? Rachel?
I'm going to go... I might switch it up. I think I'm going to go Inside Out. I think it would be fascinating to like get a glimpse into all of the feelings and emotions and their particular characters of each person. Yeah, I find the way that the human mind works is very interesting, and to see kind of who's at the control of each person, and kind of get an inside scoop to that. It might be helpful. Might also help people to like understand what they're feeling and why, which I think might be good.
Robert?
There's so many. Like I think I'm gonna go Ratatouille, because there are some days I come home, my wife and I are both tired. We don't feel like cooking. The kids aren't here. It'd be nice to just have a little rat that can go into the kitchen and whip us up like a meal. I would love, you know, a soup or something made by a rat. I think that would be so cool. Or controlling me. I think that's what it would be, right? The rat is actually controlling me, and I become famous. That would be kind of wild. That'd be wild. And the secret's under my hat the whole time. Yeah. I'm going to go.
No worries, guys. We don't have a rat problem. We don't have a rat problem here. It's just our chef rat.
We don't have a problem. We don't have a rat problem. We don't have a problem with him at all. He's great.
Nice. Josh?
I'm just waiting for Robert to say, I'm joking, and then give his actual take.
No.
He's not, unfortunately. I think he's serious about
Okay.
And that'd be so cool. I have a power I never had before because some rat can yank my hair. Maybe there's other things that I can do too. Like I wear the hat and all of a sudden I'm a star athlete or something. I don't know. That'd be fun.
I'm gonna go with The Incredibles. I think because of we're enamored with superhero movies, Marvel, DC. We're always at icebreaker questions. If you could have any superpower, what kind of superpower would you have? I think it'd be really cool.
A rat under my hat.
Of course, it brings in other problems. In Marvel and DC, it's aliens from space. In the world of Incredibles, it's people who were wounded by these superheroes.
Like Iron Man 3, but go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Incredibles.
Okay. I don't like the idea of supervillains like in my world, so I'm passing on that.
Same. That was the only reason I didn't do that.
Are we not living in a time with a super?
No, not with supervillains. We're living with villains, but not with people with metahuman or
Super
crazy powers. No, I'm sorry. Pass.
So Lex Luthor isn't a supervillain?
Lex Luthor is a supervillain. He's not in our world though. He doesn't exist.
But I'm saying like he's categorized as a supervillain.
I don't want.
He's got incredible wealth.
I don't want him
and
existing.
access to knowledge.
He's
bald.
He created a pocket universe. Has anybody created a pocket universe in our world where they can like store people in an alternate reality that rips through our city? No, I don't think so. So guess what?
Jeff Bezos just hasn't found that technology yet.
Who can drop a kaiju in the middle of Chicago as a distraction? No, we haven't had that, Josh. All right, we might have people that
I'm just saying,
look like him and maybe have some of the wealth of him, but no, not access to the technology and the brains or whatever that he has. No, we don't have that. Have fun in your world.
That's all right. You can continue supporting Amazon.
Who said anything about Amazon? Ooh. By the way, they're extending my Lord of the Rings love, so for now they're in my good graces. And I got
your loyalty.
And I got a camera on Prime Day. Well, guys, thanks for nerding it up with us today. Hit that follow button and share the podcast with a friend or two, because I've got a friend in you. And let us know your favorite Pixar movie. Which movie do you think should have ended up on top? Where did we go wrong in our bracket? If a movie that didn't gross, is there a movie that didn't gross in the top 16 that should have been in this bracket? Let us know that as well. And also, you can follow us on the socials. That's Instagram at Multinerd Podcast, or Facebook at Multinerds, or TikTok at multinerds.podcast. Also, let us know on our socials what you'd like us to draft, rank, or talk about. And until next time, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
Okay, I'm gonna stop recording.